It is showtime in Dallas tomorrow. It's Final Four time. Top-ranked Duke is odds-on favorite to win the championship, but first they have to get past second-ranked Kansas. If Duke beats Larry Brown and his Jayhawks, they'll become the all-time winningest team in NCAA history with 37 wins in a season. The blue-collar Blue Devils are facing the pressure with confidence.
There's always some pressure. You know, we're from the Atlantic Coast Conference. There's a lot of pressure there, and to get here, you have to play some big games. But right now, I think for all the teams, this is a little bit of a reward, and I would expect all of them to be fairly relaxed.
We don't look at it as being pressure. We've played like this, I think, the whole year. We've been ranked #1 for a while now, and we've been accustomed to being in this position where everyone is shooting after us and expecting a lot of us.
Duke has won 36 games the corporate way in a very businesslike and calculated manner.
That's just the way we are. I think it's complimentary in many ways because we're very workmanlike in our approach to the game.
Baseball talk, the Mariners had a big fourth inning and went on to beat the San Diego Padres 9-2 this afternoon. And the New York Yankees did some roster shuffling today. First, they placed 47-year-old knuckleballer Phil Niekro on waivers, then traded designated hitters with the Boston Red Sox, sending Don Baylor in return for Mike Easler. At 16, Stan Harris has already made a name for himself in amateur boxing circles. Last year, he made it to the quarterfinals at Nationals, and those around him say the sky is the limit.
How good he can get, I think his potential is really good. It's unlimited. It's dependent upon as long as he stays motivated.
Stan would know better than anybody. It's his son and pupil he's talking about. Stan Jr. just turned 16 and was ranked the 4th best 139-pound amateur in the country. Since then, the Kennewick High Jr. has done some growing and has put on a few pounds of muscle. Now he stands at 5'11" and weighs in at 147 pounds. He's been training hard 6 times a week, working toward making it to the Pan American Games 2 years from now. And sometimes it's tough to stay at it.
Sometimes you come down to the gym and you don't feel like working out, you know. Then you got to push yourself and make yourself do it anyway. And that's how you get better and better. You keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself. You got to show up every night, you know, spar and do everything you're supposed to do to make it.
Stan has definitely been doing the right things. He's compiled an impressive 62-13 record and has never been knocked out. It all started when Stan was in 5th grade, and it's evolved into something big.
Initially, I was surprised that he would go to match after match. He was winning match after match after match, and I used to be surprised about that. But Stan learns fast with his boxing, and he likes the one-on-one competition. He likes the contact. And when he wins, I'm not surprised anymore because he wants it bad. You know, when he's really up, he is hard to beat.
A trip to the Olympics would suit Stan just fine, but he doesn't desire a career as a professional.
I like to fight for fun, you know. I don't want to fight for money. So I think trophies are better than money.
He can give us the money. He can keep the trophy. I'll take the money. Girls softball today, Riverview over Granger, 9-8. That'll do it in sports.
All right. Thanks a lot, Doug. Easter is just a few days away, and people will be spending their holiday in special ways. We asked people in Yakima today what their plans are for Easter.
Work. Yeah, both Saturday and Sunday. They probably will go on a picnic after I get off work.
I think I'll do some skiing. That's good. Have a White Pass.
Oh, what we always do, we have a family gathering up on White Pass at my brother's property up there.
Just going to stay at home and have an early dinner, then head back to school.
Well, yes, I'm going to church. I'm going to church tonight and on Sunday.
Randy Quinn will be back with the weekend forecast after this. Stay with us.
Exciting new Nissan hardbody trucks have landed. Take advantage of the huge selection and 7.7% financing on the entire hardbody lineup. The lowest financing available anywhere. We're gonna help you drive home again. Save some hard cash with 7.7% financing, so don't wait. Make your move. Make your move. Northwest Nissan starts drive home again.
Right now is the time to check that fishing tackle. Strip off the old worn line and spool up with Trilene, America's #1 premium monofilament fishing line. Don't wait till you find yourself in the middle of the lake and in trouble. Fill all your reels and spare spools now with 4 to 12-pound Trilene for just a penny a yard at Bill's Sporting Goods. Trilene tests up to 25% stronger, so be sure and stop at Bill's Sporting Goods in Pasco and stock up on super strong Trilene fishing line, America's best seller.
High-pressure systems will split the state and the nation this weekend, and they're going to bring warm, dry, blue skies everywhere. Let's take a look around the nation first of all, and I'll explain it to you. It starts here in Utah, and it goes all the way across the nation to the Atlantic seaboard, and as a result, the southern two-thirds of the nation this weekend are going to be very warm. Temperatures 20 to 30 degrees above normal in many areas. Overnight last night, it got down to 74 in Phoenix. Got down to 74. Around the state of Washington, you can see that the system high pressure is going to split it this way, and everything north of it until it makes that split is going to be gray and damp. We expect that split sometime Sunday afternoon, but we are on the bottom part of it, so we have a nice weekend ahead of us. Around the state today, Bellingham, you can see, was 54 degrees. They had clouds. Seattle 61 with clouds. Olympia 63 with clouds. Portland, Vancouver 68. In eastern Washington, Spokane, not a bad day. 62 degrees, Yakima 72. The Tri-Cities, we had 75 today. My, oh my, Walla Walla 72. Pendleton 69 degrees. Tomorrow should be just as nice. How nice? Well, in Walla Walla, look for some high clouds, but mostly blue skies. The high should be 65, the low 40. Winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15. The chance of precip is near 0. Pendleton, you can expect cloudy periods, but a lot of sunny periods, too. The high should be 64, the low 41. Winds out of the west to 20. Chance of precip near 0. Tri-Cities, we're looking for partly cloudy skies with a high of 69. The low should be 47. Winds at 8 to 18. The chance of precip here is also near 0. And the extended outlook through Tuesday, your Easter weekend, will be mostly dry and warmer than it should be at this time of the year, although it shouldn't be 75 tomorrow. Ski reports. Heading up to the mountains, this will probably be one of your last 2 weekends to do it. Crystal Mountain today was overcast, 42 degrees. They have a 24-inch base. Mission Ridge was clear, 40 with a 43-inch base. At Alpental, Snoqualmie Summit, broken clouds, 45 degrees. They have a 40-inch base. Mount Baker overcast, 38, 126 inches up there yet. I don't expect that to last too much longer. Raining lightly at Stevens Pass today, 37 degrees. White Pass was overcast and 44 at 24-inch base. Bluewood clear, 43 at 33-inch base. At Anthony Lakes, clear skies, 50 degrees, their base was 70. Switzer, 76-inch base, cloudy skies, 48 degrees, no new snow there. Really, you can't ask for anything more weather-wise for your Easter weekend. If you're traveling, don't go to the north until Sunday afternoon sometime. Stay here. I saw a movie like this once. Mary and Doug after this. Have a great weekend, okay?
Oh, hey, Vern. I see you're at a Northwest Ford dealer, too. Hey, here comes a salesman. Watch the kid work. Know what I mean? Yeah, we've been looking at this little honey. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll write down what I'll give you for it. You write down what you'll take for it, and then we'll kind of synchronize notes. Know what I mean? There you go. Well, why quibble over a couple of bucks?
Wow. Hurry, special low financing ends soon.
Tired of the same old stuff on TV?
Hiya, kid.
Well, get revving to 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven?
Yeah, for 97-cent movie rentals. A super selection of the latest, greatest movies at a super low price.
We're on our way.
Drop in anytime.
I'm on my way.
So if you're just hanging around and tired of staring at the same four walls, golly, 7-Eleven's got the deal you should jump on. Movies at the right price right now at 7-Eleven.
We're on our way.
What?
You've seen their agony, heard their cries, and you want to help stop the dying. You can, because World Relief is there. Ethiopia, Mali, Kenya, and all across the starving continent of Africa. Delivering food, medicine, digging wells, caring. World Relief. We've been fighting hunger in Africa for a decade. Learn how you can help. Write or call today, 1-800-535-LIFE.
For the first time in years, triplets were born to a Kennewick couple. Steve Nakata reports on how the parents and babies are faring.
It's been 7 years since the last triplets were born in the Tri-Cities until Kennewick couple Lawrence and Delita Moore came along. On March 13th, Mrs. Moore delivered Brian, Brad, and Ben at Cadillac Medical Center. All of them weighed under 5 pounds.
When we had our first ultrasound, the doctor says, well, there's 2 of them. And apparently the third one was hiding. So we went back for the second ultrasound, and he says, well, I think I see 3 heads in here. Sure enough, he pointed them out, and they were all identical on the head. The crowns were all the same. I thought, oh, boy. He said one of them was a boy earlier, I believe. And I said, oh, they'll be all boys. That's what I was thinking.
The triplets will hopefully be able to leave the hospital on Sunday or Monday. Mr. Moore knows they will create a lot of work at home, but he has everything all planned out.
I'll try to help out as much as I can. Right now, we've got 3 cribs in one room, and we've got a double bed for one of our relatives or friends to stay in during the night. So we won't have to worry about it too much. And the house is pretty much soundproof, thank the Lord. But all we have to do is close my bedroom, and if something goes haywire in the bedroom in there, the person that's going to take care of them will do that for us.
Jennifer and Julia are pleased with their new brothers and are eager to help care for them.
But we've got everything all set for them when they get home. All the cribs are all ready, and oh boy, I just can't wait.
A group of Seattle area students is on its way to the Soviet Union to promote peace and goodwill through the ancient art of storytelling. Jerry Kemp caught up with some of these young ambassadors before they left.
Our storytellers, all 27 of them, kids between the ages of 10 and 15, most from our state, 2 from Montana. They gathered at SeaTac Airport for a very big trip, 18 days in the Soviet Union, visiting Moscow, Odessa, and Leningrad. Their mission, to visit schools, homes, and theaters, to meet Soviet citizens, and to tell stories. The kids will be traveling with 14 adults, including Michelle Gabriel, who put the trip together. Gabriel and school principals selected the students who will be going on the basis of their storytelling abilities. Gabriel calls this trip Young Storytellers for Peace.
Everyone loves stories, and stories are the one basic unit of communication between cultures. And so when we can share stories that deal with common human values, and we can tell stories that make us laugh and cry and feel human, that's a connection.
We try to communicate with the people in the Soviet Union, and I think that's the basis of peace is connections, friendships, knowing people, trusting people.
Idealistic, no doubt, but the storytellers believe any gesture toward better relations between the U.S. and the Soviets is worth it. That's why families and friends raised $2,000 to send each person on this trip. Why the friends of Paul Dunn showed up to wish him bon voyage. Why the kids at Olala Elementary in Kitsap County made this banner to give to Soviet kids. We asked storyteller Rebecca Osmond to tell us an impromptu story about this trip.
Once upon a time, about 27 children went to the Soviet Union to tell stories, just like I'm doing now. And we met so many wonderful people. They made so many friends. And when they were done, when they came back, all those friends they made told other friends about the people from America that came and told them stories. And within a number of years, all these people that they had continued to tell, they all got together, and
Its stories could only come true.
And that is our report tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a nice Easter. Good night.
Good night.
It's Truck Joe and Dave's at Sunnyside Chrysler in Sunnyside, and they've got something exciting for you. When you purchase any domestic Dodge truck, you can also receive a trip to Hawaii, plus up to $1,000 cash back to you. That's right. In addition, Sunnyside Chrysler has $500 to $1,000 cash back on most models. All Dodge domestic trucks are protected against outer body rust through for 5 years or 50,000 miles. There's never been a better time to buy than right now at Sunnyside Chrysler in Sunnyside, where Hawaii is only one truck away.